Well, we actually went with a group from Ohio, from Dayton, Ohio, called Be Free Dayton, and we worked with an organization called, so it's SOAP. It stands for Save Our Adolescents from Prostitution, and it was founded by a woman who was a survivor of human trafficking, and she came up with the idea to have the human trafficking hotline number on bars of soap. And we just distributed those to different hotels. That way, so the girls, the only time they're by themselves really is when they're in the bathroom. So this way they have really easy access to the number, a good way to kind of sneak it out and get away from people that may be forcing them to do things they don't want to do. And then we also have a poster of missing children from the area that we took around to New Jersey, where the Super Bowl is going to be. We took around to all the hotels. And we offered them the soap, and then we also asked them to look and see if they could identify any of the girls. And those were basically our main goals, to try to find these missing girls, as well as provide information to girls who we may not have on our list yet.
Did you have any luck this weekend?
Actually, we did. We're going to get posted with more official numbers later after the Super Bowl. But one of the groups, actually one of ISU's teams that went out, one of the hotel managers found 2 girls. He recognized 2 of the girls as being customers at the hotel. So we gave that information to the authorities, and the task force will look into it this coming week.
Good. Good. Now, why the Super Bowl? Why did you feel that that was important?
The Super Bowl is important because it's a great way to get our message out there that there are a lot of girls who are being forced or encouraged to do things that they don't want to do, particularly prostitution. Especially teenage girls, ages 15, 16, are really vulnerable to this. And the Super Bowl is such a public display, and so many of the traffickers bring these girls in to big events like this, especially the Super Bowl. It was actually done in the Indianapolis Super Bowl as well. And because there's all these people who have money and all this money that they want to spend, and there's this really underground business. It's the second biggest crime in the nation. So.
What's the first, do you know?
Drugs.
Drugs.
Yes.
Okay. What did you learn from these last couple of days?
What I learned, actually, I've been fortunate enough to do some research with Dr. Tucker and go to Cambodia and Thailand. But what I've learned is how domestic human trafficking is and how common modern day slavery is here in America. And just to be proactive, and girls can be in high school right here in Vigo County and be experiencing this type of coercion and force into doing prostitution, and it's horrific, and to think that that's going on in our backyard.
Wow. Any amazing stories that you were able to share that you experienced this weekend?
Not so much amazing as terrifying, I think. One of the hotels that I went to was actually it was a motel. The parking lot was very enclosed, and we went, and the man wanted nothing to do with us and was very off-putting. And just really gave us that feeling that there was definitely something going on there. And to not be able to do something right then and there was disheartening, but we were able to give that information to the organization, and they are able to monitor them and do a more in-depth investigation at that particular motel. I think the biggest thing is getting the word out. We had 250 volunteers from New Jersey one day, and then 200 the next day. So there's over 400 people who now know of this national problem. Like I said, second biggest crime in the world, or in the nation, and we don't even recognize it, and it so often isn't noticed that it's going on. So I think just continuing to spread awareness and continuing to really go out there and do anything we can to help these girls be liberated is just very important.